move on to the next segment. We have our NFL Power Rankings. NFL Power Rankings come out every week. We try not to look at them so we can have our honest reaction on here. Number one. We have a new number one. Team that I just said I'm high on. Buffalo Bills. Sort of shocking to me.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the Rams lost, so they had to fall. But
this is the ESPN Power Rankings. Not all the power rankings are the same, clearly. It's different people voting on them. We're here to judge everybody that does this, and that's a tough choice. Like, Cardinals are undefeated, so you kind of got to respect them and put them at number one, at least for this week.
Well, they jumped up from number 8.
Yeah, but they're the last undefeated team in the league. No, I mean, it's still the NFL. I don't care what you do.
They're just looking at history. Which I know last year has nothing to do with this year, especially in the NFL.
Yeah.
But the Cardinals are just coming out of nowhere. So that's why people's just not taking them serious yet. I mean, they're more than likely they'll eventually lose. I mean, you don't undefeated in the NFL is very rare. I don't expect them to go undefeated. They're going to lose eventually, but they're proving that they're serious, and Kyler's making a very, very, very strong statement for MVP.
See, and they put the little comments here as the biggest surprise, and they respect the Bills. Their biggest surprise for the Bills is defensive dominance, and for the Cardinals, its success is happening so quickly. It's like they don't see the Cardinals doing anything. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna go 4-0, but who's to say you go 5-0, and maybe you're 4 and however many weeks there are now. Like, maybe you only win 4 games. They're basically saying what I said before in the Pretenders and Contenders segment we did, and I think they're too young. So I guess. I still feel like they should get respected at least 1 week. Because what if they do lose next week?
Yeah. And the Rams and the Bucks both lost. So they had to fall. They both fell 2 spots. But they're still top 4 teams in the league. Packers, which I don't know. I don't really know. It's weird. I would have probably kept the Packers at 4, but you can't drop the Bucks.
You can't
to 5.
push. Yeah, you can't push them out and put the Bills and the Cardinals down. They kind of had to move the Packers. I respect that one. The Browns at 6. They're sort of sitting there, huh?
Yeah.
Ravens at 7. They're doing the same thing, just floating.
Ravens should be lower.
Cowboys moved up 14 to number 8.
And people are taking them serious.
They really are. Yeah, usually don't care about Cowboys, but
they usually do for the first half of the year, and then they prove that they're the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Chargers, same situation. They're 3-1. They're serious. Raiders finally took their first loss and fell from 5 to 10.
I'm going to stop right there. Talk about the Chargers. Chargers moved from...
They stayed the same.
They stayed at 9. They beat the Raiders, and the Raiders dropped from 5. The Cowboys and the Browns and the Ravens better than the Chargers?
Yeah, I would say so.
I guess the Cowboys did beat the Chargers.
Cowboys beat them, and Browns couldn't beat the Chiefs.
Yeah. That's true.
Kansas City fell from 10 to 11. That's like, Yeah, they're the Chiefs, but like this is another one of them things where
they're coming off a win. You can't really knock them down too much. They're sort of doing the same situation the Packers did. They're just moving them down enough to keep them to fill in the spots of the teams that won. You just do the top 15 of this.
Yeah. Panthers coming off a loss stayed the same. I think they just played a team that was better than them.
Yeah.
They didn't really prove or unprove anything.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks, they moved up from 17 to 13. Not really kept up with them this year.
Yeah, they've been kind of quiet. That's
It's just been right there, right at the edge of the shadows. Broncos, been impressed with them.
Yeah, they were that 3-0 team going into this week that nobody really expected much from, but we knew that they could prove themselves. Or like this was their chance to prove themselves against the Ravens. And they didn't.
I said it last week, sometime that one of the videos, Teddy's like really went to a different city and like proved people wrong.
Yes.
He's a big time quarterback. And the 49ers, I look at them sort of like the Seahawks. They're just sort of sitting back. Like, yeah, we know you're good, but like you've not proved nothing.
No, and Garoppolo goes down, and they're still talking about bringing him back if he's healthy over Trey Lance, who put up a show whenever he had to come in. So.
Yeah, it's the top 15, so we're not going to go all the way to the end. It's just too much, and more than likely they didn't really change much down that way anyway. So
yeah,
we're going to move on to